really going on with the collective. A lot of mishap, a lot of upheavals are definitely hitting the Twin Flames Collective. Needless to say that the Divine Masculine Collective have literally betrayed a lot of Divine Feminine Collective on a certain level. The Divine Feminine might be feeling abandoned, betrayed, hurt, lost, confused, shocked after how your Divine Masculine has suddenly snapped out from the connection. What is happening with a lot of Divine Feminines and a lot of Divine Feminines will be able to relate to would be seeing traits of vulnerable narcissists in your Divine Masculine, aspects in your Divine Masculine where your Divine Masculine doesn't want to even take the responsibility and accountability for their actions. And literally, you are being put in a state of consciousness where you're showing up to react, you're reacting in ways where you are starting to question your worth and you're starting to wonder, like, I could have reacted better, I could have just shown up differently, but that's, a form of manipulation to tell a person who's in a state of situation where there's a lot of pressure to decide how they react because the pressure and the chaos brings out certain types of reaction, which is an amalgamation, of course, of your wounds and patterns as well as the situation that culminates around to bring out that aspects. And we're talking about twin flames, and even if this person has been a false twin flame for some of you in the collective, you have to still do the inner work because the way out is this. There's no other way out but to do the work and really move through the patterns and flow with it. So, the aspect right now that might be coming up to the surface is that you've put in the effort and you can, as a divine feminine, see that I have put in this much of energy into the relationship, and these are the aspects where I might have reacted. So these are the aspects I might have to heal and work on and process and realize what are the ancestral wounds and trauma coming up at this point to clear for me and my twin flame. What are the aspects more than ancestral? It will be aspects how you have been with your parents. This has been prevalent for a lot of divine masculines that they are behaving in ways. So I'll give an example. So, say your parents have told you that, oh, you like this because you are having this food for the first time. Had you not had this again, you would not like it. And your mom keeps on telling it because you tend to push away, "Ah, I don't want to have this, I don't want to have this," after having it for the first time. And maybe because of the way that conversation has been, you have a programming and suddenly you speak that out that, oh, I like this because I'm having it for the first time. And this is from a place of anger in your inner child. Your inner child is angry and aggressive, and your inner child is repulsive to it and is telling that and is trying to prove a point, is trying to feel proud, is trying to feel like a boost and jolt in your ego, because by the virtue of that you will feel more strength, feel more power, and your ego will get fed. And this is again coming up a lot, and I was just talking to a client and she was referring to this exact thing, that ego is quite prevalent in men, like she stated. And ego is again, a man often is ego driven in today's world, and that being one of the major reasons of hindrances in the twin flames collective. And these are some of the patterns which have been quite prevalent in the Twin Flames Collective at this point of time. And that's what is up for Divine Feminines, Masculines. There's a lot of chaos that was in the consciousness, which has settled down compared to before. And at this point, we are integrating aspects. So let's talk about some of the lessons that this phase is bringing up and what are the best ways to deal with what is happening. So, a part of you feels like this is my twin flame, this is it. And as I do the inner work, we'll get back together. A part of you is also shocked and is open to the awareness that this can be a false twin flame. And in a lot of situations, I know that the person left you and went to a third party or a karmic situation. A third party can also be a karmic circumstance, not just a third party, a person. Needless to say, whatever the situation is, what is the solution? The solution is that you realize that what's meant for me cannot be taken for me. So if it's meant to be, if this is my person, they're gonna come around. So if they're not my person, I choose that they find their twin flame. And even if they are with a third party and they're happy with a third party and they are their twin flame, I choose they're happy. And I choose happiness for everybody. And I let him go. Or I let her go. I let this person go and I choose the best for this person and I wish this person to be extremely happy in their life. With me, without me, I wish them luck, happiness, and if they are meant for me and if they are my twin flame, they will come around. So I let them go and choose what's truly meant for me and truly a match for me in every possible way. Thank you and love and light to everyone here. And that is the state of consciousness divine feminines are urged to be in. A lot of the wounds that we've cleared were of jealousy, possessiveness, rage, anger, and I'm better than that feminine. Oh, that feminine has more energy than me. Feeling intimidated around same sex relationships. Also, feeling intimidated by men that, oh, that man out there is to get me. They're out there to get me. Consciousness or a lot of schizophrenic and psychosis based thought process is coming in the collective thought process. A lot of demonic possessions, a lot of aspects of people feeling trapped, overwhelmed by the desire for freedom, being a there being a gap in the financial reality and the material reality between the streams of consciousness of, oh, you don't need to work to earn money or you have to work hard to get somewhere in life. And that's quite contradictory. And it's time to really realize that if you go back to Bhagavad Gita, it does talk about continuing to do our work. We are here for a mission, we are here for a greater mission. And it's not always about working and being in your mission and working hard, hustling. But it's also about it to an extent like you have to put in certain work. Even if people are making AI to work in today's world, you have to type it out to the AI or voice note it to the AI. Or there can be bots set up to talk to the AI, but that requires investment, that requires focus, that requires blessing them. And AI was again created by humans to begin with. The software was generated by humans. So at this point, we need to really move past this I don't want to work consciousness to realizing there needs to be a balance between I don't work and I want to work, or I don't want to take responsibility, I want to take responsibility. We are not children. It's time to wear the big boy, big girl pants on. And living in 3D reality requires money. So a lot of you might have like spent a lot of money, lost a lot of money, gone through a lot of losses and upheavals and feeling fatigue, shock, paranoid, lost in the last few months, and you are literally coming out of that phase, and this is the time of restoration. So for those of you who've gone through financial losses, you will be receiving sevenfold back from God, and Jesus will restore your finances. So I won't say you don't have to worry because it's not easy to not worry, but I would say that you don't have to give up and realize that God is taking care of your needs, and your needs will be taken care of. And no matter what you're going through with this particular person, understand that love will find you. Love has not left you, love is there for you. And no matter how love finds you, what love does for you, you do deserve love. And if you're getting intimidated by third party, if you're getting intimidated by the situation, start working through it. Realize that what is it that is intimidating me, and wherever there is someone you think is superior, someone is better, again, that is where you need to work on. Like, nobody is more superior, nobody is inferior, we are all one, and everybody deserves equal blessings. So do you. Not just that the other person deserves blessings, you don't deserve blessings. You deserve blessings as much as the other person does. Not the other person is more religious or spiritual, you're less religious or spiritual. You're equally yoked in your own ways in God, and you both deserve blessings in this lifetime. So that is the kind of mindset that is also being called to integrate at this point of time. And more you integrate that kind of thought process, you less be in a zone of feeling confused, divine feminines. And for divine masculines, it's that zone where divine masculines are now starting to see signs, starting to feel energy of divine feminine, starting to feel a pull and call towards the divine feminine, wants to be around the divine feminine, is seeing signs of the divine feminine everywhere, is feeling love for the divine feminine, is feeling a call, is feeling that energy with divine feminine. Masculine is feeling like, I miss her. Life was so much better with her, and I shouldn't have given up on this journey. I shouldn't have given up on this union. I shouldn't have acted from my ego. I wish I could go back to her. They're getting dreams, signs, synchronicities in every possible way, and they're being called to be with you. So you're being called to realize that no matter what's happening, I shall unite the relationship. I'm already in union with my true twin flame. Whoever my true twin flame is, I'm already with my true twin flame, and I am in a state of union. I am in a state of harmony. And a lot of divine feminines right now, you might not even want to be with your twin flame. You just came out of a false twin flame journey or relationship, or you just went through a separation maybe with your true twin flame. And at this point, you're like, I don't know if someone else is coming around, this person is coming around, and if this person is coming around, I'm still open to it. But if someone new is coming around, I am not really open to another relationship at this point of time. And that might be your state of consciousness, and that's completely appreciable. And that is where you need to dwell and focus on that, your mission, your aura, your energy field, your strength, your very vibe. You need to take care of your own self. You need to pour in yourself, nurture yourself, choose yourself, and realize that you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be embraced, you deserve to be respected. And the divine masculine did disappoint you. It wasn't all your fault. You cannot clap with one hand. So it was a two-way triggering process which got you here. So you need to realize that, do not take all the blame on you and do not put all the blame on them. Take accountability and realize that What are the aspects where you can work on yourself, connect to God more and more, and realize that everything is falling in place? And no matter what is happening, no matter what is showing up in the third dimension reality, it's happening for a reason, and there are lessons being inculcated and some wisdoms being inculcated, which I actually talked about in this video, like some of them being just being in a state of forgiveness, wishing the best for all, wishing anyone and everyone to be happy, regardless of they are with you or not, dropping control, not feeling like this has to be this way, this has to unfold this way, but being open to that no matter how much it, how, in what ways it unfolds, may everyone find happiness, love, serendipity, and also putting yourself first, choosing to love yourself, choosing to invest in yourself, also not holding on to anything, not feeling like I'm going to lose it all, I need to hold on to. And because you had that I want to hold on to mindset and the fear of I lose, there was a lot of loss and upheaval that you have gone through. So at this point, it's like I let it all go. I don't know what's coming, what's gonna happen. I'm gonna just follow whatever I'm being called yourself, and keep on pouring in yourself as much as you have poured in others. Keep on working on your mindset, especially related to finances. Even if you feel I've worked a lot on my financial belief system, I've worked a lot. Be teachable. Be humble, be teachable. That's one of the major lessons we are learning. And also be a good teacher to speak it out instead of being like, ah, should I tell this person be teachable? Which I was. Or should I just say like, bro, be humble, bro, be teachable. It's one of the triggers of demon. And demon really tries to do it to us and try to sway us from the truth. So if we are teachable and if we are just dropping our ego and not coming out from that ego driven way that no one can tell me anything, I know it all, we can never learn. So be humble, be teachable, allow yourself to learn, receive information, allow yourself to widen and expand your awareness, and allow yourself to. That was a sign if you heard the bell. So, more you are teachable, the more you'll receive awareness. The more you receive awareness, more you will be able to inculcate and imbibe them and integrate them. And more that happens, the more wiser you get, and the more you'll have the wisdom and knowledge to share at the end of the day. So, that is why the better student you are, the better teacher you are. So, be humble, be teachable, and that is one of, again, another lesson that we are inculcating at this point of time for the collective. And work on yourself, choose yourself above all, choose happiness for all, have no attachment of what's coming, what's not coming. Be open to surprises in life and know that what is coming is for the highest good of all. And if you're choosing to stay single, no one can force you to get into a relationship, so it's your choice. So whatever you are, just be happy and enjoy that phase of life and rejoice in it and feel the bliss of it and flow in its course by choosing to put yourself first and choose God. And everything else will fall in place. And yes, follow your excitement at this point of time. Thank you, love and light to you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day ahead.